generation, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
I got it. Shit.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Woods, the intended receiver. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully, mentally into this one.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First down, Ravens.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's complete to Sharp. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break the tackle and turn it into a bigger gain.
Yeldon fighting. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Allen on 3rd and 2. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and 1, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Allen. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Allen now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Allen going to throw, and he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen, incomplete. TJ Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
On 3rd down, Yeldon. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Tavecchio puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Get ready. At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he loses the football a second time. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ed Oliver. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On 2nd down now, it's Hill. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
To throw, it's Allen. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air, Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on first down, Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
58, boy, 58, 58. I got you. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 59 yards for him on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Allen now looks to throw. And the grab by Croft. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Allen now operating from the gun, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Wide open receiver, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Kill. Back.
They'll give Yeldon another crack. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
56 to Mike, boy. Go.
Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, and this one's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Jackson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 30-yard line. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Allen's throw is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing now is Allen. That one complete to Yeldon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Now Allen. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now T.J. Yeldon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He needed a yard, that's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down.
56 right there, 56. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On first down, Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? And he can't get out of the end zone. Yeldon's taken down, and that'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.